Trump or anything like that. Today's the day. Is he going to get arrested? But I got a dream last night. I got several dreams, and they were just dreams. There were nothing. I didn't get anything prophetic out of it. I go, no, I was just dreaming. Until one particular dream popped in. And then I realized, oh, that's not just a dream. Oh, no. That's something interesting. So, just to start off with, Ezra Telegram channel wrote today, Trump secured. Trump is secured. So, whatever that means. But my dream, it was kind of short and sweet. And I want to say I was on a Trump rally, but I don't feel like it was a rally. I feel like it was something else in which tons of people would still show up and see him, and he'd speak, and other people might speak, but it wasn't like a rally. You know what I mean? Like, he's not rallying to be the president. Maybe he already was the president, or was talking about, things he's going to do or something. He's not rallying anymore because he's the president. But I don't know. I can't explain it, and I don't know why I'm focused on that right now, because that's not even important. Other than, well, maybe it gives you a sense of timing. I don't know. If it's not a rally, then what is it? But they're like, yeah, Joe, go ahead, go up there and say, go ahead and say something. So I'm like back there, not necessarily backstage, because it was like we were all on stage and you could see all of us, but like the back corner, and Trump's back there too. And I'm like, yeah, all right, I'll go up there. So I say, I make a statement of, and it was like I just fast forward to that part of the dream really quick. I'm not allowed to know what I said. Doesn't matter. It's not important. Don't bother my brain cells trying to remember that. Just focus on remembering the rest of the dream. So let's just cut that out. Doesn't matter what you said. All of a sudden, okay, I'm done speaking. And then I go, well, I kind of look back at Trump, and I'm like, I do have like maybe a small request, like, and I look back at him and I go, when it's time for the executions for treason, may I sit up in the front row? May I have front row seats? Or a front row seat? And he kind of does that thing where he doesn't say a word, but he gives you the motioning, like, maybe, he did that kind of face, that Trump kind of, and didn't say anything. So, again, if that's what I'm asking him, and I feel like I'm not at a rally, but I'm at some kind of big Trump gathering, I mean, he's there, I'm assuming he either talked or was going to talk, before or after me or whatever. Again, I'm just so focused on this. Not a rally. Wasn't a rally. Wasn't a rally. Well, if it wasn't a rally, what was it? Maybe the dust settled with what we're all been waiting for the last few years. His arrest, and then that sets a cascade of events that takes down the deep state and this and that. Maybe that takes place, and he's able to then come back out. He's unarrested, so to speak, and is about to, or already has, let's see how I say this, because you can't say certain things on YouTube. Trump comes back into the picture, wink, and he's now talking about, maybe what had happened, what the future of the country is going to be. Kind of like some of the speeches he's given recently about what he's going to do when he's, when he says, when I'm elected in 2024, and I'm going to do this, and we got these VTOL technologies, we're going to compete with China, we're going to have all these jobs, we're going to expand some of the open lands, and everyone's going to have our chance at the American dream, and all this. It may have been a speech like that, but it felt like it wasn't just him talking about 2024. Okay, it felt, and I'm just talking about my dream, not making any claims. It felt like something maybe already happened, and it's after the fact, and I'm invited to this gathering, which I'll just say, I think, if I'm going to throw a dart and figure this out, why was I there? Is that really going to happen in the future? And would I say that? I would say that. Yeah. Can I have front row seats to watch these effing sick, filthy, Satanist criminals get executed? I want to watch it up close and personal, because I don't want to watch it on TV and told what happened and God knows with the movie magic, did it really happen? Are these people going and living on a private island somewhere? No, I want front row seats. For historical purposes, physically there, I watched it, and I can write a book or do a YouTube video. Yes, I saw it happened. It might be in the future here, not too awfully far out, because of my potential helping with getting Geronimo's bones back to the Apache Indian tribe with the help of Trump. What I'm taking as a confirmation that that's going to happen or may happen. Honestly, I feel like it's going to. From Antheos. Because I wrote a letter to President Trump on his website after Antheos told everybody, hey, now's no better time than now to reach out to POTUS 45. And I think it was like 45office.com or something like that. So I go on there and I start writing up this thing about Geronimo and the secret society Yale. They took his bones and doing all this stupid stuff with them, and the people want his bones back. And the no president to date has done anything to help him. And I know if anybody can and will do it, it's you, Mr. President Trump, and I'd like to help broker the deal. I know the right people in the Native American world, if you will. And that one particular person really is Fred. I think I can make this happen but I can't do it without your help, and I'd like to help broker that deal if you're willing to do that, so all of a sudden, 4 months later, Antheos is reposting, retruthing my post. And I just so happened to be in New Mexico at that moment. And they are, in New Mexico, they have a lot of respect for Geronimo. They've got pictures of his face, giant pictures, murals of him up on the walls in this town and things like that. Like the local museum has a bunch of his relatives' artifacts, like a horse saddle and some things like from his niece or nephew, like down kin. Not anything. I don't know if they had anything from him directly, but they had from family members. So they let the museum borrow it or donate it or whatever. And I've seen it because I've been in the museum and it's just amazing. And I just thought, I one day it hit me a long time ago. I'm gonna get the bones back. I don't know how, don't know where the hell it came from, but it popped into my mind and I'm going to do it. And so anyways, Antheos reposts my thing the other day. And then he replies to it and goes, hey, it's been far too long. Our Native brothers and sisters have waited far too long for this. And Joe, we may need to get a little bit more information from you in the coming months. But the next few months we're going to be real busy. So it'll be after that. We need to get some more information from you. So I replied, hey, when you're ready, just private message me, and I'm ready at any time. So there's a couple things there. Why is he gonna be busy over the next few months? Why is he gonna be real busy over the next few months? Oh, I don't know. But that made me think it could be later this year. And Julianne, during one of the channeling sessions, I think a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, 2021. I think is when I got this from her twice, I think. And she goes, oh, you're in a couple years or so, you're going to be, there's going to be millions and millions, like millions and millions of people watching you, listening to you. And it's going to be like you're invited to the morning shows and the talk shows and all these things. People are going to be talking to you and like you're on TV. And I'm like, for what? Like really, for what? What? I'm just trying to come up with reasons. Is it crypto stuff? This guy gets crypto dreams. Let's get him on the TV show. How'd you get crypto dreams? You made people a lot of money. Assuming the next bull run, hits and we all get our 20 cent XRP and all that, and then it runs up. I thought maybe that's it. This weird guy, kind of weird guy now, he gets dreams and stuff, and I thought maybe that'll be it. I don't know. But now that I'm seeing where this is going with Geronimo, the bones, and the secret society Yale, Skull and Bones, has his skull and one of his bones, I think a femur, one or two bones, a skull, and then like other bones and then a skull, and then I think one artifact of some kind. And the Apache have been trying to get this back forever. They've asked the Congress, they've asked the president, and it ain't happening. And I said, I know a president that'll make it happen. His name is Donald Trump. And I thought, what the hell? I'll send a letter. So that's what happened. And Theos replied and retruthed it. What do you suppose that means? In my eyes, oh my God, it's going to happen. So if I, this non-Indian white guy, who still respects the people very much so, I'm in love with their history and everything. And I don't mean they were beaten and enslaved. I don't mean that. I just mean how they lived off the lands, everything, the spirituality of them, that stuff, So, and of course, there's the bad history. It's all in one, but whatever. And I thought, I'm going to be able to do this. So I think it's going to happen. And that would be a very good reason why all of a sudden I'm all over the freaking TV shows, morning talk shows and everything, because of what I was able to accomplish that nobody else was able to do. And again, I'm not going to be out there, oh yeah, it was me. I can't and could never do this, again, assuming this happens, without President Trump. And that means also without Entheos watching me, seeing the things I write, this and that, and through his connections, his or they, team Entheos, we're able to probably get this in front of Trump. I'm telling you now, Trump has probably seen this and may have replied to them, yeah, we're going to do this. Go ahead and let the guy know now. It'll happen in a little while. And maybe that's when Entheos goes, okay, boop, time to retruth and reply to this guy. 4 months later, you don't think he had just found it or something? So, like Entheos says, I always post stuff, key timed events, just because that's what he does. And so I'm like, okay, cool. So anyways, we can hope for the dream. Mr. President, may I pretty please, with the cherry on the tippy top, sit in the front row when the executions start for these effing treasonous bastards, so that I can report on it. You know what, everybody? I was standing right there. I was sitting down and watched it. I watched these people get what they effing deserved for what they've done with the trafficking and the treason, our country, all of it. And, am I going to come out? Is JSNIP4 going to come out and lie to you guys? No, not a chance in hell. Not a chance in hell. I'm saying this assuming, not everybody can be there, and maybe I was one of the lucky few. Or maybe they're like, well, it's kind of going to happen offshore and it's going to kind of happen behind the scenes. So we're going to invite you like secretly, Joe. And I hate to tell you this, but you're not going to be able to really report on it. You can speculate if you want, but you can't come out and say you were here. You know what? I'm okay with that. I can make that work. So all I know is my dream said, can I sit in the front row, Mr. President? And I look back at him, he does that little, you never know, kind of a look. And let's see what happens.
Showing up on the first page of Google might not be the best for everyone. But for business owners, it is. Like Adrian from whatsugar.com, whose site impressively ranks for thousands of keywords like organic sugar and dozens of competitive featured snippets, giving her the power to crush it online. For those who want to be seen, wix.com/SEO.
Soul Tribe, Kristen, we are live and we have the Galactic Commander here with us today. And it's going to be an epic week ahead. We can't stand ourselves. The energy in this space is it's high. We're on high vibrations. Ishmael, how are you?
I am doing well, my friend. It's a little bit chilly out here in California, but it's okay,